Hey, Sean here, professional marathon runner. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about whether you should be eating in the morning before your run, and if so, what should you be eating? So hey, thanks for watching my video. So here in this video, again, we're gonna go over if you should be eating before your morning run or not, and then what you should be eating if you should. So first off, let's tackle that first question. Should you be eating before your morning run? And the answer is actually no. And that may come as a surprise or it may not. And here's a couple reasons, critical reasons why. And before I get into those, let me just add at the end of this video, I am going to go over if you do have to eat and you feel like that's just something you really need to do before you run. There are a couple things you can eat, and I'm going to give you some suggestions on that at the end of this video. But let's go into those critical reasons why you should not be eating before you do your morning run. So number one is because when you don't eat before you run, what happens is there's a couple situations. One, you're sleeping, right? You're sleeping probably 7-8 hours, then you're waking up, then you're not eating, and you're going in your run. What your body does when that happens is it can't rely on carbohydrates as an energy source. It has to use something else, which typically what it uses is fats, good fats. This is what you want because those last longer, they burn longer, so they give you more energy longer. So what that means is that when you go for a run or you go for a race, those are a much better energy source than carbohydrates. So you're actually training your body to use fats instead of carbohydrates, right? So that's one positive reason why you shouldn't eat before you run in the morning. The other fact is, and this is sort of a little bit theorized, but there's some studies done that back in primeval cave age time, when man was hunting for food, he would typically run to hunt down his food. So the body sort of kind of has adapted over time with that to be used to running hungry. So, and I really, a lot of times will push that when people ask that question to me about whether they should be eating or how close they should be eating to running. And I say, you want to run hungry because the body somewhat, because of that in the past, has evolutionarily become adapted to running hungry. So it's sort of a natural thing for the body. So it's actually part of how the body's structured. So it works better. And if you think about that, it makes sense. Now, if you eat something, what happens? Blood flow goes to your stomach, to your organs to digest that food. If you're not eating, that blood flow goes to other areas, can go to your legs, can go to your arms, can go to your lungs. And so you're sort of fighting against yourself if you ate something and you're trying to digest it and at the same time also trying to run. So that makes sense besides the fact of this theorized evolutionary trait of how we progressed and become the bodies we are. So those are some of the most critical reasons why. Now let's go over if you do have to and you just feel like, oh, when I wake up, I have to get a snack. I'm just so hungry, I have to do something. Here's what I would suggest. Number one, you always want to test this out on a normal, easy day run, not on a race, not in a run or race or workout that is very critical for you, because you don't want to test new things out without having some background on how it reacts with your body. So you want to eat something that is light. The things that I would suggest are toast is a light thing that the body can handle. Some fruits are light, and of course not a lot of those. You want to just get enough that you still want to run hungry, okay? You don't want to completely solve your appetite. You want to still have that hunger. So you just eat a little bit, maybe a couple bites, maybe a bite, something like maybe an apple, some berries might be okay. Again, depends on you as in your body, because everybody is a bit different and what is good for them. Another good thing would be certain drinks would be okay. I wouldn't advocate something like Gatorade or anything with any sugars or things like that are not good. Again, we want to try to make the body work off of good fats rather than sugars and carbohydrates. So, you know, something that maybe, and the reason why I suggest a drink is just because it's already sort of broken down. You don't have to chew it, so it doesn't have as much consistency that your body has to digest. Those are good things. Like I said, berries, if you've ever tried goji berries, those are also good. Again, just a small amount, not a lot. And you know, maybe if you're doing toast, maybe put some jelly on that, some jam, which is also obviously fruit, so that's easy for the body to digest. You definitely don't want to eat something that has a ton of protein, because that is harder for your body to digest. Not that protein isn't good for you, it's just if you're going to go run, it's probably not the ideal thing to eat right then and there. So those are some suggestions. I hope that helps for you. Also check out my course. I have a free weightlifting course for runners. Check that out on my website, and hope you the best in success in your running.